Welcome to another episode of Dad's Rules with Kevin Belzer, and today I'm joined by my special guest, Melissa Belzer, and today we are where?
We're in Albert Lea, Minnesota.
We were in Austin yesterday.
Currently in Albert Lea, Minnesota.
But today we're in Albert Lea, and the way you pronounce it, Minnesota.
Never.
Yep. Dead on with that.
No.
So yesterday we did tourist trap-ish, I guess, because we did the Spam Museum.
Trap, it's just something fun.
Yeah, I just don't like, I like going to the touristy stuff. The stuff that's specifically designed for us people coming into town to spend our money.
We like that.
Yeah.
We have fun.
I'm all for it. You want to create whatever. You have a giant ball of twine. I want to see it. I definitely want to see it. I want to see how giant is it.
Exactly. In person. Because it's different when you see pictures. Everything is always so much better in person.
Somebody I know recently posted a giant paint blob. Yeah.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. I don't. I'm like, did they? I don't know. I just don't know.
I hadn't heard of it.
I've got to find it. I've got it. It was. I'm like, I feel like I have to see that now.
Why not?
Yeah.
We're looking for fun things to do. Our kids are adults now, and we're getting ready to do some fun stuff here and there. So we're just looking for stuff to do.
So after the Spam Museum yesterday, we were told by somebody when we were at her Aunt Barb's 80th birthday.
Brother-in-law, right?
Yeah, I think it was Nate.
I think it was Nate.
He said, hey, if you're going to go to the Spam Museum, you might as well also go see this other place that's past there. And I'm like, okay, can't be that far. Well, the Spam Museum from the hotel is 24 minutes. To get to Niagara Cave was an additional 50-some minutes to get there. And part of it was on gravel roads, so which we figured out a different way that was going to take a little bit longer on the way back, rather than be on gravel roads. Yeah, because and there's one section you're kind of screwed because you have to take it.
It's the only way to get to that part.
It's the only realistic way to get it. It adds way too many miles to go the other direction.
Yeah. Because
so the place we went was Niagara Cave in Minnesota. And it was discovered in 1924. Okay. And it is off a paved road. It was a farmer's property that he had pigs that were just disappearing. And he had...
it's like 3 pigs
disappeared.
Yeah,
3 pigs that just disappeared. And there was a sinkhole in the property that had just been ignored. Well, it ended up that the sinkhole led down to this whole cave system. And the cool thing when she was showing us at the end of the tour, the cave, she goes, imagine that this was the lantern that they were using back then, a kerosene lantern. And she goes, and this is how much light it was giving off. And it was virtually no light. So, now it's got periodic spots where they do have actual real lights. Down there.
They've piped it in.
Yeah, they've piped it in so you can see it. And then like when the tour groups are through, they actually shut it right off.
Oh, and in case you're all freaking out right now, the pigs were okay. We'll get to that.
Yeah, well, anyway, when they did find the pigs, they'd found that they'd fallen 60 feet down in the hole. They got some of the neighbors together and they went down there and got the pigs and pulled the pigs back out. So yeah, the pigs were fine. But what they found was this whole vast cave system down there. And just like anything, it took them a while to convince people that no, there was really this cave system down there, because people didn't believe them. Because when you see it in person, and like even if you satellite image Niagara Cave, it looks like all these cornfields, and then there's this clump of trees with the cave building, the structures, like the gift shop and all that stuff. The main building is built right over the top of the entrance to get down to it. Because we've been to a couple of them, and then that's just kind of how they do it on the ones that you got to go down to.
Yeah.
So in this particular one, it's I pulled up my iPad to refresh myself, but it's a mile-long hike underground. And I was telling Melissa, I said, it's pretty close on that because I checked the step count before and after,
Uh-huh.
and it ended up but we were wandering a little bit when we were down there, so it probably was right about at a mile on it. It definitely wasn't shorter.
No, I think it says a mile.
It does say a mile, but
Yeah.
but I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
They have fossils in the cave rocks down there. They claim 450 million years old. And then you do travel, the lowest spot you get down to, there's this one spot that it's not concrete walkway or anything. It's actually wood in this one section. They said that spot, you're right about 200 feet below the surface. So you're with all these steps, you're going down because you do 550 steps climbing up and down in this place. So if you aren't physically able, this just won't work for you, period. There's no way to do it because there's a lot of stairs.
Yeah, they had medical restrictions actually. If you have asthma, heart issue, if you can do it, you just have to have your medicine inhaler with you. They recommend if you have a heart issue or a breathing issue, they're like, don't do it.
Yeah,
mobility issues can't accommodate for that.
It's legit caves. There's no bathrooms down there, nothing.
No.
So
pee before you go.
There are multiple streams that you can see down there. So that's really cool because they do feed into the river system.
Yes.
And so you can see those. And then there are a couple waterfalls. I've got videos I'm going to attach into this as well. So you can see some of those. It's kind of funky how you're trying to get some of the angles and stuff because obviously they posted one online that was done by somebody that works there. So they got a killer at it. Because the one that they have online on the Niagara Cave site, they're definitely in a restricted area when they shoot that video because I couldn't get that angle and I was trying.
Yeah.
And then also there's a subterranean wedding chapel down there. Over 400 couples have gotten married down there. And I'm not sure when this will air, but August of 2025, 2 of the people getting married are actually tour guides that met working at the cave, and they're getting married.
Is that what it is? Tour guides?
Yep.
It's just people that's
It's
cool.
tour guides.
Okay, that's
They're
cool.
getting married there in August of 2025.
Awesome.
Yep, you can only take the tour guided, which honestly makes the most sense. I'll put some of the videos in of some of the factoids she was giving. Aubrey? I'm so bad with names, and you know this.
I know.
It was either Audrey or Aubrey.
I think it's Audrey.
I apologize either way. But anyway, she was outstanding.
She's awesome.
She knew her facts, and she was showing us a lot of cool stuff. And I'll post videos of some of the stuff she was showing us because it was pretty cool. Like when she was waving the black light over it, you could see the trails and the formations of the stalagmites or stalactites. They're the ones from the ones from the ceiling. There is a small section that has stalagmites, but there's not very many of them because it's not that kind of cave to where you can really have something like that.
They said the environment doesn't allow for it because of how it functions or something.
So yeah, there's one spot where you're standing and it's over 100 feet up to the ceiling. There's other spots to where you're ducking and going up under. There's spots to where you could stand 2-3 people wide. There's spots where you're squeezing through. Mansell is legit, it's caves. Mm-hmm. So, but it was really cool. You and I together have done Niagara Cave now. We did the lava cave, which is up in Flagstaff.
It's fun.
Yeah, we should go there again sometime and shoot video.
Yeah.
But that one's really cool. Mm-hmm. And then we've also done the one that's up by the Grand Canyon as well. That was also a fallout shelter during World War II. Mm-hmm. And so it had all the, that was a dry cave. Those are a little bit more rare. Yeah. This is a wet cave.
Yeah.
The temperature down there is 48 degrees, constant, 48 degrees. So I was wearing, hold that thought.
Time out.
Because of course I put it
It's like,
away.
oh yeah, that's right. I forgot we should have left it out. It's okay.
So I was nice and warm because I had my spam beanie, or
stocking cap.
Because
of what it is, yeah.
And then I had my spam sweatshirt with the pockets on the front. And thank God I did, because it was 48 degrees in there. So I was nice and comfortable. I don't know about anybody else. There's some people down there with shorts because it was humid outside. Even though it was nice yesterday, it was like 70s.
Yeah, but the ones that were passing by us in the shorts and t-shirts, they were like, because you're down there for a little bit and it's wet. You're getting cold.
It's an hour tour.
Yeah.
And it's pretty dead on to an hour for you to get through all that, because you're stopping here now, here and again, and she's telling stories and stuff like that. Yeah. So, and I'm all about the factoids.
And it's tour guide. Yeah.
Yeah, and because you have to go down with a tour guide.
Yep.
Like I said, it is a wet cave. The one in Arizona up by Grand Canyon is a dry cave. This is a wet cave. There's not like it is a bat-free cave. There's no bats. There's no bugs, no spiders, no nothing. So if that's a thing for you, you don't have to worry about it. It doesn't have any of that stuff going on.
All good with that.
Yeah, so it's all good. Let's see what else. The humidity down there, that does change based on just moisture going on. But the humidity down there, the day we were down there, was 95%. And what was funny is that when we got back to the surface, as you're walking out of it, because they have a steel door at the very top that they probably lock at night. Maybe. But they have a steel door at the top, and when you walk through that into the, and you're still not to the top yet, you still got another 30 feet to the surface at that point. But anyway, when you get to that, if you wear glasses, your glasses immediately will fog up.
I was getting hot because we'd been down in the cold for so long. I was like, because of the heat, we were hitting a really warmer temperature with the humidity. I was like, shirt off, like the long sleeve off.
First thing we did when we got to the surface, like stocking caps off, the hoodies off, and they go to the car.
Yep.
So afterwards, they have a really cool gift shop as well.
Yeah, they do. We get it. Whatever.
Theirs had a lot of like stuff that's not, it's not relevant to this specific cave, but I didn't have a problem with it because I've been to a lot of these more nature-oriented places before in the past where they're going to have like different knickknack stuff from different places around the world. Right. So they had like a huge amethyst collection there that you could buy from, and the selection was really, really nice. And it's like some of the prices on them, I know some people be like, that's crazy, but actually they weren't bad priced. Because what I've seen them go for in the past, like they had stuff there that may have been a giant amethyst that was cut open. There was say $700 or $800. Well, I've seen those elsewhere for $2,500. So I was like, I honestly don't think these are bad prices for this stuff. And then they had like Indian arrowheads. Yep, arrowheads, which that is something that you would find in the area. But they had those. I don't know if they got them there or not, but it doesn't really matter. It was just fitting to what the thing was. They had stuff like that. Of how they got them. You could buy bags that you could mine out front. So this was a cool thing. I saw a bunch of kids doing this, where you could buy a bag of dirt that actually, when you did do it through the filter system, like what we did when we were down at the Diamond Crater in Arkansas, where you're sifting the dirt out and trying to find fossils and stones and your hidden treasure and stuff like that. These bags legitimately would have something in them that they were selling, because it would say on there what exactly would be in that bag. Oh, so the kids, because based on how much you spent on them, it would be, because they were planting them in there intentionally, but it was supposed to be something fun for the kids. So you go outside and there's this whole trough system that you can run it through and pan for your stuff, and the kids out there were pretty excited about it. Stoked. So that was something cool. There was a miniature golf course there, which we didn't do, but there was that. Tons of greenery out there. A Morton building, so that was kind of cool. Well, there was nobody manning the golf house, so we couldn't even get ice cream. Yeah, we don't know what the deal was. So we went to Dairy Queen a couple miles away, because that's a Minnesota thing. We have Dairy Queen. Yeah, but it's more of a Minnesota kind of thing. So we went and did that as well. But yeah, pretty cool gift shop. So when we were in the gift shop, what I did is we did pick up some swag, because we're going to wherever we go. Because that's what we do. And I like these longer sleeve shirts. This one says Niagara Cave, established 1934. that's when it was officially opened. So even after they discovered it in 24, it took a decade to dig it out and open it to tourism.
That's when they mapped. Is that when they mapped it?
They did map it.
Yeah.
They mapped it from the time they found it in 24 all the way to 34. They mapped it, but they were very precise with it. But it took a decade to get it suitable for tours and stuff like that.
Well, she said it was all natural except for one part they had to blast it out a little bit to do something.
There's one section you go through to where you're forced to, on the ground, what they did is they had to level it to get to a huge section of it. So they did have to level out the ground part there, but they left and they put a bar over top of it, what used to be on the ground there, but there's no way people could have walked on that.
Yeah.
And when you see it, it's just an amazing cave structure. And you're seeing, like in one spot when they dug, they know the exact date that they dug this one section out, and the stalactites that are growing there, they know that they're exactly 90 years old because of when they dug that section, or 89 years old, because of when they dug that specific section out, and that's by the wedding chapel. And so it's cool seeing them forming right there. And then I've got some video that I'll add in this of the giant one that's at the very end of the tour. Cool. And you technically could go past that. They put railings up and stuff because you would have to army crawl the rest of it because there's like 300 more feet back there. But when you see it in the video, it makes zero sense because you have to go down into this thing and then go up and it's just, and it's all wet. Yeah. So it'd honestly be awful to do, and it'd be pointless. Yeah. So the other thing we got these, because we're going to need these on the plane anyway, is we got these mugs here. I'm sure the label's going to wear off. It's definitely going to wear off, the label, but the cup was cool on this because this is perfect for travel. Yeah. And then inside of it, they had a t-shirt, and the only way you could get this t-shirt is if you got this. But
they're smart.
But I needed this for the plane, so I didn't really feel bad. Because the whole water bottle, bringing an empty water bottle on the plane, that didn't really work that well.
The color of the shirt, it's like a raspberry pink.
Yep. So I got this blue one, and this says, "Explore and discover Niagara Cave, Harmony, Minnesota. Yep. Underground adventures established in 1934." So got that. You can only get it with the container, which it has this label on it. But like I said, the label's not going to stay. It does have a measuring thing on the back. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, so you can just gauge your water or keep track.
Or whatever you're drinking.
Yeah, I guess this you could drink just about anything because how it's designed.
The shirt.
I don't know if I'm going to cram the shirt back in, but...
And there. Fits like a glove.
Like a glove.
Doesn't fit like OJ's glove. It's like a normal glove. Anyway, got that too. So if you are in Harmony, Minnesota, or around Harmony, Minnesota, so like it's within an hour of Rochester. It's probably within 40-45 minutes of Rochester.
Oh, I didn't actually.
I would say when you're mapping it though, the thing we learned after going there, because we changed the map going back, but going there there was a couple different spots that they threw us onto gravel roads.
Not my favorite.
Yeah, and just we were borrowing your mom's car and it needs new tires. So I would just there's ways to get around. Yeah. Going on the gravel. We still on the way back did 2 miles of gravel just because. Yeah,
we cut out some of the gravel on the way back
because that section would have added a ton of time. But anyway, it is definitely worth it. Yeah. The photos, videos, and everything online, honestly, they don't do it justice. It's way cooler than it is online for it. It was ranked, it's been ranked in the top 10 of caves in the US for quite a while now. That's cool. However, last year it was ranked the #1 cave in Arizona. So for you cool. Spelunkers, you spelunkers out there, definitely do recommend going to Niagara Cave.
Yeah, totally loved it.
Yep. All right, well, we're gonna do that. That's gonna be our wrap on this episode. Like I said, I will attach some videos on this so you'll have some firsthand of what, or secondhand, I guess. Because firsthand would be me.
Right, it's secondhand.
Secondhand would be you.
They're good.
Oh my gosh, the caffeine is like not even halfway through this can of the glorious Grape Smash from Form Energy.
Purple.
Anything purple's gonna, well, anything in a purple can's probably gonna be good.
Any drink that's purple. I don't think I've found one yet.
This drink is not purple. It's,
No,
it's
but
clear
the can's
because
purple.
they don't use artificial
Right,
colors.
can's purple.
Yeah.
It's implied purple.
Implied purple. Sounds like a band name or something.
Maybe.
Coming to the stage, Implied Purple.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Death metal band.
Implied
Speed
purple.
metal band.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Or folk band. I don't know. I guess it can go any direction.
Yeah, whatever.
We're the band Implied
We're
Purple.
implied purple. I could work anything, I think.
And this is our latest song, Purple is Wonderful.
Maybe.
I should get on Songer and make a video, make a song for it, and then throw it in another AI generator and make a video for it.
It's gonna be our band name, Implied Purple.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do on my next vacation.
That'd be cool. Let's do it.
What's your band's name? We're Implied Purple.
Implied Purple.
Yeah.
Like it.
Anywho, we're gonna wrap it here.
Yep.
Like, share, comment, leave feedback. Yeah. Go to dadsruleswag.com.
That's it.
And yeah, I guess that's it. Until next time, go out and be the kick-ass adult I know you all can be.
So as you can tell, this is the last spot that the tour goes to, but the cave itself would keep going for about 300 feet, kind of through this triangular looking opening back there. But you can probably tell it's a pretty small opening, and that's because if you kept going, you have to learn to follow the whole way. So that's why we stopped it here. More brown versus the whiter ones we saw earlier. That's because there's more sediment and impurities being washed down in the water here, so these would not glow in the dark, although they're still pretty neat to look at. And above my head here, this is a new kind. We haven't seen this yet. These are called shark-toothed stalactites because of that point on the bottom. Room in the cave, just as far as the sheer volume of open space. This is also one of the only spots where we're not entirely sure what physical process formed this area, but our best guess right now is that this was a very large whirlpool, where maybe two streams of water could have come through either of these cracks up here, and then collided and spun around and around. And we're not entirely certain on that, but that's our best guess right now. As we keep going into the term, but they're basically just the opposite of a stalactite. But we don't have too many of these in the cave because Niagara Cave is so tall and narrow, basically like a long hallway. So when the water does drip down, a lot of the times it tends to stick to the wall and kind of follow a path like this instead of free falling onto a stalagmite to help it grow. So not too many of those, but quite a variety of stalactites. And you can also see that this one has that like whitish color to it, and when really any stalactite has a more white color like that, it tells us that it has two unique properties. And the first of those is fluorescence. Just a fancy way of saying it.
Yeah, those are dark. Nice. That's tripping.
And then that other thing it'll do is called phosphorescence, meaning that it can kind of hold on to and absorb light for a little bit. And that means you can
Oh,
that's amazing. That is neat.
We're not exactly sure like what causes this, but best guess is that there's maybe a little bit of lead that got washed down there, but we're not entirely sure because of the way that it's formed. And essentially that is as water drips through the surface here, it collects a mineral called calcite, and then as it flows over the rock, it deposits it. So that buildup of mineral helps it to grow, even though it grows very slowly, only about half an inch every 100 years.